Hey friends and family, what's going on? Really missed not being able to talk to you all last night. Was in my computer was completely locked up. Uploading the artwork and master for the record. I'm actually sending the master off today through the mail. Um, yeah, I was talking to Blake last night about the sleeves and stuff, and he had mentioned, and I would agreed with you actually, Blake. That's what I wanted to do originally. And then my sales rep was saying, "Well, just go ahead. We got a dedicated server, and I'm sending a physical master this. That's what I wanted to do in the first place. Um, I'm smart. I think like you, Blake. I'm a smart man. I am. Um, so here's an update, best as I can do it, because I'll tell you, this is exciting, but it's stressful. I have to do everything in order to get it done. And that's by my own choice, basically. Um, I have to do all the business as well as the art. So when the two vinyl community members have stepped forward to help me finance the making of this record, and I thank both of you. And when you tell me you want people to know who you are, I'll tell them, or you can tell them if you want. Okay, you obviously will be acknowledged on the record, but I'm just gonna riff because I got a lot on my mind. Um, I really want to thank the two VC members who gave me the money, and you didn't give it to me, you loaned it to me, but who had the trust to send me the money so that I could make this happen. As I was sharing with one of them, this is one of the biggest bugaboos of musicians and artists, is that we're broke ass people. We have a lot to offer. We have no money to do it with. And many times the hoops that record companies want you to jump through just makes it not worth it, which has a lot to do with why I am not any further along in my career, because record companies can really be insufferable, and they exploit you. Record companies do generally exploit their artists. So thank you again. Here's where things are at as far as I can synthesize today. So the vinyl community has helped me to pay for a pressing of 250 copies of Dereck 3, the VC edition, which is 14 tracks, 40 minutes, okay? 250 copies. 100 copies. What do we got here? Okay. Had a little prompt come up. 100 copies will be on red vinyl. 150 copies will be on black vinyl. So it's going to be a total numbered edition of 250, but 100 copies red, 1 through 100, 1 through 150 of black, okay? 180-gram vinyl, okay? We're doing this for real. I will not be sending them out in Blake sleeves because they come in bags as part of how it's manufactured, okay? Besides what the VC members gave me to manufacture the record, I have to come up with the overhead to get the records to you, which is all of the mailers and the postage, okay? So this is what I've come at for a price. And please let me know. This seems fair to me. It's only 250 copies, so no matter what, somehow this is going to be a collector's item, okay? So I want to set the price at $15 per album, plus $5 shipping in the US. I'm making it $5. Now, obviously, I'm going to be sending these out using media mail. But probably, I don't know yet, but likely what I'll do is I'll reinforce each package inside, which is going to add to the weight, which will add to the cost. Plus, I'm thinking if I charge $5 postage, it may actually end up helping me pay for the mailers ultimately, okay? So, and here's my thinking. I have no reason to expect that I can sell all 250. In order to make the record, I had to do a run, okay? I looked at trying to make a shorter run, maybe by having them done, one at a time by one of those kind of companies. And that was not viable. So in order to do the dang thing and pay for it, this makes sense to me. $15 plus $5 postage, a little more for overseas folks. You know how it is. Australia, England and stuff, add $1 or $2. That seems fair to me. Okay. Here's the timeline. So in about 2 weeks, I'll receive a test pressing to approve. Okay. And once I give the approval of the test pressing, it will be another 2 weeks to a month before I actually receive the product. So with that in mind, if you want to go ahead and start pre-ordering, I'll go ahead and say you can do that, and I'll explain in a minute how to do that. But I don't have anything yet physically. Okay. Once again, I need to over-explain myself that I'm not a typical businessman. So the idea that you want to send me money before I have anything even here, that's up to you. I feel kind of weird saying it, but it's been suggested to me. Do pre-orders, okay? So I'm taking your advice. Now here's the other thing I want to explain. The first 3 copies of both editions, red and black, are called for. The number 1 goes to me. Of course I want number 1 of my own limited edition record. Number 2 goes to the person who gave me the most money. And number 3 goes to the other person who gave me the rest of the money. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, the lowest number then is going to be number 4. Not promised to anyone. The main thing that is promised is that I'm getting a hold of 2 people to make sure they know that they can pre-order, okay? Alrighty, so they can get in on the low numbers. But don't order asking for a number. I'm not going to do it. What you do need to do is order and specify which color you want, red or black, and whether or not you want me to sign it. Okay? But the lowest number that's going to be publicly available of either color is going to be number 4. Now, originally, I was thinking I was just going to keep number 1 of either the red or the black. But after talking to one of the financiers who said he wanted his number in both colors, I thought, I do too, actually. And the other person who gave me the most money, actually, I had told him, well, which color do you want number 2 of? And we were going to leave it at that. Actually, I didn't even ask him, but that's what I thought I was going to ask. But after the other person said, well, I want both, well, I do too, okay? So once again, the lowest number that's going to be available is going to be 4. And in the red, it's going to be 4 through 100. And in black, it's going to be 4 through 150. Once again, I have no reason to expect that I can sell all these. I hope I can. But I'm projecting that if I can sell 100 of these at $15, I can pay back the financiers, which is my number 1 priority. Well, first priority is get the damn record. Number 2 is to get the record out to you safely and to pay them back. Okay? And this is all funny because me trying to finance this record, I'm also using some of my money. I'm also helping Blake finance the sleeves. So it's weird, but it's going to work out. Okay? Now here's the other thing I want to explain. If by chance I can sell enough of these to create a profit, obviously I'll share the profit with the 2 people that helped me make it. But what I want to do with the money that I would make is not buy more records or put it towards a car. I need a car. But what I would do with that money is finance the next vinyl. I have several things already I'd like to put out on vinyl. Some of you have my second CD, Dereck 2. I'd love to put an edition of that out on vinyl. Benny UK is one of the few people that has my very first CD. It's called Dereck Nice. I only made 300 copies of that. They're all gone. Borders was distributing it for me, and a bunch of them got lost to the borders, and I don't know where they are. I'm probably sitting in a room somewhere gathering dust. So even though that record is even more of a demo than number 3, I would put that out. But besides those folks, I also have these other limited edition CDR releases that I've done already that I'd love to put out on vinyl. One of them is Way Stasis. And I sold these, when did I make this? 2006 or 2007? I'm so bad like that. But I made these and sold them, and actually has a catalog number because it's my own label, DVH Recordings. But I'm really proud of this. I'd love to put this out on vinyl. And there's another one of the Soundworks series called Tensegrity. Oh, I'd love to see that on vinyl. And I just sold these limited. They're not available. I'll go ahead and sweeten the pot by saying I'm about to send a package to Glowing 00 Cabbage of the Art Ensemble record, plus burned copies of these for him so that he has the option for his radio show if he'd like to play more of my music, more of my work. These are about to come out to you, Jeff, Glowing 00 Cabbage. So in the vinyl community, you're going to be the only person who has these besides me. Okay, I'd love to put these out on vinyl. But what I'm saying is, again, that's what I'll do. If we happen to make any money off this, that's what I would do, is I'd put it towards financing another vinyl release of my work. I'm about to see what we can do between me and Infinite Groove. If that turned out good, I'd want to press that up. Okay. You know, I'm, as much as I say I hate business, if you folks are really into my music, I'm ready to go into business for me and for you. Records are just awesome. You know, CDs are cool, but you know, we can burn these and print these at home and send them out, and it's cool. But records are almost sacred. I am so excited about having a new vinyl release. The other possibility would be that if Indreama for some reason can't get no traction on a vinyl release in the next few months, if we make enough money, I would put that towards making an Indreama vinyl release. So again, I want to impress upon you folks that I am not interested in being like the average person in the world. And this is a put down. This is. I am not like the average person who, once he gets his hands on the gold, changes. I don't want to change because I make some money. I don't give a fuck about some money. I don't, and I don't want that to change. I'm being sincere. Fuck money. What I want to do is make records. I want to make records. I don't want to be all fakey and get a bunch of stuff and, ooh, look what I got, and flaunt it like the one percenters, motherfuckers. Even though I like some of the one percenters personally, but I don't want to add to that mess. I want to make music and I want to make records. Period. So that's the plan now, okay? So at this point, if you want to prepay, the only way to prepay me is through PayPal. And once again, it's going to be just like it was on Indreama. You PayPal me, make it a gift, so there's no charge to you or me. $20 post-paid for anywhere in America. Add $1 or $2 if you live either in Canada, England. England seems to be even more than continental Europe. Australia is off the chain, okay? I'll put it in as an annotation, my email address for the PayPal, dvhiggins@cox.net is what it is, okay? Make sure to include your address, whether or not you want me to sign it, and which color you want. I have no problem if there's somebody that actually wants to order one of each. Knock yourself out. I do it with Porcupine Tree and other bands when I can afford to. This is so exciting. I've been having a little bit of my old ulcer acting up. So I've got to calm myself. And it's been tough. And I'm at, and work. I'm able to concentrate on work, but I'm so preoccupied. So preoccupied. This is what I live for. So if somehow I missed a detail, ask me in a comment or a personal message. But that's where things are at. Okay. I'm really hoping to have the records available at the end of February or March. I hope. If it could be sooner, that would be awesome. Okay.